There we go. So once again, welcome to Slot Car Saturday Night Live. Thank you for saying that. No sound. Thank you, Mike, Bill, yeah, G Bud, Jim, Adam, yeah, no sound. Yep. Okay, Rick, yep. Zim, hey, welcome, buddy. John, Tommy, like I said, hope your dad's doing well. Let me scroll up a little bit. Thank you, everybody. Let me know there's no sound. Hey, Mark, welcome back. Hey, John, Jeff. Everyone give Don a round of applause for joining. I had the dogs outside, and I saw that we had a new member pop up. So thank you, Don, for joining. Welcome aboard. Thank you. We have member shows every Saturday night before the subscriber side, so please join in. Let's see. I'm on Discord again, obviously, so the chat's a little funky on Discord, so I'm trying to keep up with it on my phone. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Matt, welcome back. Hey, Randy. Hey, Mike. Bill's back. Yeah, Mike, there I go. Yeah, finally, head out of rear. Paul, thank you for showing up, man. Wow, we're just shooting right on up. So just like always, we do have the 60, 70, 80 live viewer giveaway that we do at the end of the show. So if any point in time we reach 60, 70, 80 live viewers, we give away an Auto World pit kit. And this week, once again, I get to give out a big thank you to Adam, Brianna, and Alex of the original Adam Hurt of Adam Slot Cars and More. They donated the pit kits again this week. So once again, like we gave everybody, gave Don a welcome to the membership. Everyone give Adam, Brianna, and Alex a round of applause. And thank you for sponsoring that part of the show, because that's really fun. And I know a lot of people that win those enjoy putting them together, or in G-Bud's case, making customs out of them. So either way, the whole idea is to have fun and to kind of reward people that just being a subscriber to the channel, you have a chance to win. Pretty cool. Sorry if I'm trying to work in the chat stuff and try to not to miss everything, because like I said, I see it shooting up. So thank you to everybody that does show up tonight. But I'm waiting to see if SBS Slots, I'm waiting to see if MONTE shows up, because that's the look what Scott's got that's right down here. And he sent it, and I really don't want to open it up until he gets here. So I may go on to another part of the show and show off some stuff. But if he doesn't show up here in a second. But anyway, just like I always do, for the first 10 or 15 minutes, it's just us rapping and seeing what's going on in the slot car community. And oh, hey, Mayor. Suggs Bugs Race Team. Yeah, John. Yep, that's him. Super guy, him and his wife. Like I said, got to speak to them both. That's awesome stuff. So if you've missed it, we've got a continuation of last week's auction. Once again, we're doing this for Mike. Some of the cars, in fact, most of the cars and stuff, is for Mike, a friend, as you've seen him race over at Todd's channel with Toju Racing. With everything getting up in prices, the family had to kind of watch their expenditures, and there's, like all of us that have slot cars, there's parts we want to buy for upgrades and stuff like that. And so it was given the ultimatum, sell some of the stuff you don't need so that you can afford to buy what you want, and it doesn't affect our budget. We can all relate to that. So we're going to continue finishing off with what's left of Mike's collection. But if you were here at the very beginning on the turntable, you saw two kick ass, and I'm sorry to the younger people that are here, kick butt, the new AFX Firebird Trans Ams that my buddy Steve with Steve's Custom Aluminum Rims, which if you want your own set or something modified like this, you can contact him down below. If you hit more once, it expands it, and you hit more again, and it shows everybody. It'll show Steve's Custom Aluminum Rims and how to contact him. It'll show Keith Rooster Horton with how to contact him about his diorama, the awesome bodies that we've shown on some of my Monday nights, how they're lighter than the factory AFX bodies and picked up a full 1/10 of a second on a car on the very same chassis with the very same stock car body, just because it's a lighter mold. So don't think that just because you're getting a custom body, it's going to be heavier. He's figured out a way to make them durable and light. Badass. So be sure and reach out to him for all of your diorama needs and stuff like that. Then we have Matt with Manchild Motorsports. He's got his custom controller holders that you can see that I've graced through here on all of my tables. I know that several of us on this channel that are subscribers on YouTube have his controller holders, and we can't recommend them enough. Good stuff. We have Luke with MX69. You can see his work right there. That's one of his lighted signs. Several people have got a lot of his stuff. He does some good quality stuff. Reach out to him. He can do custom stuff. Look over at Adam's show and you can see the custom light that he made for him. That's badass. So reach out to Luke, help support him. There's a link below that goes straight to his eBay store. But before you go there, be sure and copy the discount code Scott's HO20 and you'll get 20% off your order. So copy the code, hit the link, go to his store, shop, put it in your cart, add the code to the coupon thing on eBay, and then hit recalculate total, and it'll get your 20% off. And that's your way of helping out somebody, and he's helping you out by giving you a 20% off for helping him out. So you're scratching each other's backs, and you're getting something good in return, which is really awesome. And if you scroll down just a little bit more, you'll find Steve with Rooster Racing that does all sorts of custom chassis. And here shortly, I'm going to be testing one of his new chassis. I think he calls it the Area 51 or something like that. Or Mark can probably help me out with that. So I'll be testing one of those chassis and showing it off on my track. So he does upgrades and stuff like that. So be sure and reach out and support Rooster Racing. I've got a link to his Facebook page down below. And all you got to do is just reach out via Messenger on Facebook and tell him, hey, I'm interested in what you got. And he can say, well, what are you looking for? And then you tell him, and he can tell you how he can help you. So great guy. I firmly recommend him. I know Mark SLOTCAR Garage recommends him. I've got one of his cars that Mark gifted to me, and it runs like a champ. So I can tell you firsthand, good stuff. So everybody that's in the more below that I just mentioned are people that could keep their talent to themselves, but have chosen to make it available to people in the hobby. So what I tell everybody all the time is support the people that support the hobby. And then that also goes to retail dealerships, I guess is what I was getting ready to say, but outlets is what I'm getting ready to say, should say. And that's like ProTinkerToys.com. They have got all sorts of huge sales. And if you go to Brian's Bargains, he's got bundles of stuff that are at great discount prices. So you're helping a local business, not some big box chain store. And, you can see the family that is helping because most of us have seen their live streams, and you can catch them racing. They've got a new video setup going on. So go by and support Brian, Ryan, Danny, Mac, and the gang over at ProTinkerToys.com. Tell them that hillbilly from Missouri that you saw on YouTube sent them over, and tell them thank you for supporting the hobby, because they do a lot for this hobby also. So anybody that does something for the hobby, you really need to support those businesses like Jag Hobbies, for instance, Vipers, Hardin Creek, Wizard. There's a lot of small companies, RPM, what I'm saying? There's a lot of small companies out there that specialize in slot car parts, and they don't have to do that. They could just keep it to themselves. So get out there. If you're going to spend your money, spend it with somebody that you're going to help the community with. An Area 51. Okay, thank you, Mark. And yeah, you did. That's the one that is the Lexan. You put on a Lexan body. I think that's the one I call Captain America. If you tune in Monday night, I'll run it around the track for you. And hey, as far as I can see, we're only 9 people away from getting to 60, and we're not even 15 minutes into the show. So thank everybody for showing up tonight. I sincerely appreciate it. Like I said, I'm excited tonight because it's been a rough work week for me. The weather's been stressing everybody out. Hot, cold, tornadoes, straight line winds, snow, rain, so I'm hoping everybody's safe and that, we're ready for the weekend. We can have some fun tonight. You sent me 2 of them. One was a Super 7 and one was a Viper. Yeah, I'll run them both for you. Jog that old gray matter. Oh, that's funny stuff. No. Hey, if you want to send me more and forget, that's okay too. Cats and dogs living together. The odd couple. So anyway, I'm going to swing the camera around here. I'm sorry. Has anybody seen Monte? If he is in here, Monte, if you're here, please let me know, because if he's not here, I don't want to do the look what Scott's got. I apologize, but I prefer to do those when the people that donate something to the channel as a gift are here. And I hope you guys can understand that. Not yet? Okay. Under the more tab. G-Bud, I'll add you for Monday night show, buddy. G-Bud's Custom and Speed Shop there, my friend. And you just tell me if you want me to put your email or phone number or both, and I'll add it, man. No problem. Easy peasy. And we do have a couple of new moderators, if you guys haven't noticed, the Mark and the Mark. So I got a couple of dogs with hair lips. Oh, but don't, you know, not bark, but Mark. Anyway, so yeah, thank you to Mark Slot Car Garage. Thank you with Mark, with the mayor, with Gale Force Raceway, and the original moderator on my channel, Adam. Thank all 3 of those men for helping me out. And that way, if Adam had to take a break or something, and I never hardly sometimes pay attention to the chat because I'm staring at the camera, I don't miss something that maybe needs to be removed. So thank them for filling in for each other whenever they need to take a break or whatever. So thank you guys for helping me out with the channel. I sincerely appreciate it. Mayor is the bad cop. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, G-Bud. Well, like I said, man, I'll put it in the description for a Monday night show. Just text me what you want me specifically to put in there, and I'll add you right there on there, right after Steve with Rooster Racing, buddy. Not a problem. Obviously, I love your work. Not a problem. Jim, get a new keyboard already. I've noticed, Jim, he can't, Paul. I'm gonna back up Jim on this. The man is spending money where it needs to be spent, and that is with his slot car collection. So if sometimes his keyboard type stuff that we don't understand, we'll just have to learn to live with it. Hey, Patrick, thanks for showing up, man. Long time no see, buddy. Oh, guys, you don't know how much I need tonight. And I can see we're like 2 people away from getting up to the 60s, so that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Jim, my keyboard hates me. Jim's TYCO Pro obsession. Typo obsession. Okay, there we go. Darn crumbs. Here's a pro non-IT guy tip for you, Jim. There's this thing called compressed air, and they sell it in cans, and you can get it at any retail outlet, and just and cleans that keyboard right out. Hey, Steve, thanks for showing back up, buddy. Oh, crack me up. So let me swing around the cars, because I want to show, now that Steve's here again, I want to show off his awesome cars. Those are going to be the very first 2 cars we auction off tonight. But we're not going to start off auctioning. I'm going to show them off individually up close, show you the custom work that's been done, the wheels that are on them. I put a ceramic coat on them, so that's why those things are shining like a diamond in the goat's rear. They are some sharp-looking cars, and with that low center of gravity, I guarantee you they will fly. And not only are they Super 7 chassis, but they're hopped up Super 7 chassis. They have a different arm in them. And if you remember one of my Monday night shows when I ran this Mountain Dew car that Steve graciously gave me, it has one of those arms in it. And so if you're wanting to see what kind of work he can do with his custom rims and a pinned body of your choice and a Super 7 chassis, go back and watch my video. And then if anybody ends up buying one of these cars that has a channel, please do a video of it running around your track, because I think you're going to be reaching back out to Steve so you can have at least 2 of them so you can race somebody, kind of like with my TYCO builds. They're that impressive. Good stuff. Jim needs to talk to TyPap, yeah. Spaghetti sauce on your fingers. Oh, crack me up. All right. Oh, well, see, we're going down. People didn't like me talking like that. So here, let me swap it around here. So there's a broad shot of everything that's going up for auction tonight. From here forward, sorry, Joe with Blue Oval Racing, a great guy, a member of the channel. Does a lot of kick butt videos helping promote the hobby. Go by and subscribe to Joe and everybody you see up here. Rich's Slot Car Room, Jim's Slot Car Obsessions, Toju Racing, ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com, Adam Slot Cars and More, Slotly, Mad Slot Cars, Mark Slot Car Garage, once again, Blue Oval Racing, Luke with MX69, Josh with 406 Speedway, Chris with Southern Slot Racing, the Mayor with Gale Force Raceway, Manchild Motorsports. He's got 2 channels, one slot car and one Hot Wheels. And then, sorry about that, Steve, Rooster Racing right there. So if you do have a sticker and you don't see it up here, get a hold of me and I will do happy to do a sticker exchange with you. So just let me know. And I am going to be working on what they call a shadow box. So these will all be put up. So they will be fully visible here shortly. As soon as I get done doing all these TYCO builds, that's way more important to me right now. But irregardless, hey, Kitten, thanks for showing up, man. Hey, Keith. I sound like I'm in victory. Nice. He got a new job at his old job. He got a promotion, and his new promotion is taking up a lot of his time, is my understanding the last time I spoke to Chris. And if you guys don't know who Chris is, salt of the earth man, I wish him the best on his new job, and hopefully when times slow down enough, he'll be able to join us back in again. But right now, it's work and family, and I can certainly respect that. Hey, Bruce, thanks for showing up, man. Time is money, money is time. There you go, Mary. Exactly, 100%. Yeah, no, like I said, he's salt of the earth, guys. I mean, you know, and in fact, just to give you guys a background, in case you didn't know, he's the one that set up my Amazon store. So if you go all the way down, once again, Joe with Blue Oval Racing, sorry, I'm stealing your gig. If you go all the way down, I put my stuff at the very bottom, but there's a link to my Amazon store, and Chris was the one that set that up for me, and he's the one that takes care of it. So Chris is a super dude, and he still continues to do that and does stuff to that site with Amazon without my knowledge, and I just show up and take a look, and there's new shirts, new styles, new colors. He's always doing something, and I can't, if he's watching this later, Chris, buddy, I tell you how much I appreciate that. So thank you. Hey, there's Fox and Walls. Thanks for showing up, man. This Chris lives in Georgia, Jim. So the first 2 cars we're going to auction off tonight are a couple of Steve's. If you go down below and hit more twice. Oh, and we hit the 60, so we're giving away a pit kit. So thank everybody that showed up. So we're giving at least 1 pit kit away tonight at the end of the show, and it does ship for free. Thanks to Adam, Brianna, and Alex of Adam Slot Cars and More, the original Adam Hurt. And then Scott's House of HO Racing pays for the shipping. So they donated the pit kit. I pay for the shipping. You get it for free and a sticker thrown in. So thank you to them for that. And thank you to everybody showing up. And all you got to be is subscribers to try to win. So it's pretty easy. Hey, yeah, Rick, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, if we've got 62 people, it'd really be cool if we could get all those thumbs up. Hey, Bad Dad. Yeah, because any interaction you guys do with the channel helps YouTube pump it out. I know you guys hear that all the time from everybody's channel, but that's the honest to God truth. They even tell us that. So they tell everybody to tell their channel members to and subscribers when you're doing lives to interact, and that makes it pop up at suggested live videos that are going on, live events as they call it. So once again, the first two cars of the auction night are Steve's. Everything from here back is for Mike. And once again, we'll be given a grand total next weekend. If everything comes in money-wise, then we'll do a transfer to him live on the show, showing like we did with Todd, showing that all the cars that were purchased and chassis go straight, the money went straight to him, besides the shipping cost. So the very first one I'm going to show is that this is a brand new AFX Trans Am, and those are Steve's custom aluminum rims on it. You can see the style there. And I did put, like I said, I put a ceramic coat on it. That's why that thing is just shining. And it's a beaut, and it's going to be a runner. And this is one with his hopped up arm on it. So this will run better than a standard Super 7. And correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, but I think you said it was a 2.5 arm that you put in there. So this thing will haul the mail. I can tell you firsthand, I've got one of those very same chassis that he built with the very same arm, and it's on the Dale Jr. Auto World Super 3 bodied, and it hauls the mail. So I can only imagine with this lower center of gravity car how well this is going to run. I'm not sure, Steve, you'll have to put in the chat what the magnet package is on this bad boy, motor and traction. Yeah, these are beautiful cars if you haven't seen that. So there's the white version. And then here we have the beautiful red version. There's the wheels that come with it. 2.5 arm. Yeah, okay, yeah, thank you, Jim. That's what I thought he said. And you can see, like I said, I put the ceramic coat on it. Here, I did this for the members to show them. There's my fan. Stock motor 10 traction. There you go. Thank you, Steve. So the motor magnets are stock with a 2.5 arm, and it's got level 10 traction magnets. And then obviously it's got lower tires on it and his aluminum rims. And I can tell you firsthand, like I said, these things run. And this is a beautiful car. So I strongly suggest, if you don't want to build your own, this would be the badass. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, John, those are sweet, man. And like I said, there's the red chassis to match, white chassis with that one. So while those are spinning around, I'm going to back it back out. Then we're going to go through Mike's cars. So after we do that auction, then we've got, these are the running cars with bodies that I made. So we've got the pink Lambo that goes with the blue Lambo from last week. I got that thing running. So it lives again. We've got, I got a shoe and a spring put in for the Lifelike Boss 302. So it runs again. And that's a good looking car. And then if you remember last week, this Silk Cut had a broken chassis underneath it. I robbed parts off of that chassis and got a running Super G Plus 4-dot or 2-dot. 2-dot magnet is what they call that. It's got 4 dots, but there's They call it a 2-dot traction magnet chassis, and it does run. But this one has been broken. So you could actually race, you know, put some tires on that thing, put some shoes on it and run it and not feel too guilty about doing it. And then the last one I kind of put together, it's a running magnet traction chassis. And it's one of the AFX BMW bodies that's severely mangled. So you may just want it for the chassis, or if you want to try to fix the body up and paint it to make you a custom BMW, here's your chance. So those are the 4 that are actually running that we'll be auctioning off. And then the rest of the stuff is I have in piles of things that are going to be sold off. So the first pile is this Chevelle body that had you'd be buying it basically as part of this package that I'm getting ready to show for that front grille. So that's why I threw that in there. But this one has some magnet traction chassis. It's got a green arm in it, and it's got one non-mag chassis in there. And then I'm going to sell that bundle with these 2 magnet traction chassis, and both of these run. So you'll get 2 running chassis, this mangled Chevelle, the bare chassis with the upper arms. See, there you go. One's a mean green. So you got some parts to work with there if you want. So that's one bundle. So you get 2 running chassis parts, and basically a junker body with a good grill if you need one for a Chevelle that you have. So that's one bundle. And then the second bundle is 2 Aurora AFX cars that don't run. This is the G Plus. It's a non-runner, so you're going to have to do some work to it. And then this is the chassis that was underneath the silk cut that has the that's broken. So you'd be basically buying this for the rest of the parts to use on another car. You know, the rear end's still good, the front end's still good, the motor's still good. It's just the chassis broke. And I didn't think so. Yeah, there's no dots on that chassis. So these 2 will be sold non-running, basically parts cars. The next bundle is a couple of TYCO chassis that don't run because they need parts, but I'm sure they would run because you can rebuild TYCOs. So 2 chassis that need parts, so they're non-runners technically. It comes with the TYCO Thunderbird Super Coupe body that needs glass and the headlight insert. Yeah, in my 4-way split, Mark, 2 of my 4 cars are broken like that. That plastic was really hard. And so, and then it's going to come with all these miscellaneous TYCO arms, tires, rear ends, front. Yeah, this is a Thunderbird. And it's a Thunderbird Super Coupe. That's what the SE stands for. And it's in good shape. This body's in great shape. You just need the glass. So anyway, so we have 2 non-running chassis, this good-looking body just minus the glass, and then the parts bag with the TYCO stuff. The next one is just this individual twin pack. Last week, I think Rob Rodriguez bought the Lumina. And so this is the truck from the special edition twin pack that's on the wall back there. And this one does not run. It's got the wrong chassis underneath it. This would be something that you wanted for your diorama, or if you don't have one and you want to take the time to find the correct parts to fix it, you could do that too. It's missing a door. You know, like I said, this is more for the person that wants a fixer-upper, or if they don't want to fix it up and leave it on their track as diorama. And so I'll sell that one by itself because I figure there might be somebody that might be loyal to Dale and want that, because even though the truck's in bad shape, the trailer's not in bad shape if you cleaned it up. All the deco's still there. And then the last but not least bundle is the Lifelike non-running chassis bundle. And so we have 3 chassis with arms and 1 bare chassis with just like brush holders. I kind of figured that might be something you might be interested in, G-Bud. That's why I set it out separate for everybody that might be interested in doing custom. So if you're bidding on the bag of Lifelike stuff, it's also going to come with a couple of Lifelike bodies. I've got a Mustang here without the top, and I cleaned it up. It turned out all right, you know, so you could have your little convertible red Mustang if you have a Lifelike body and you need those parts. And then it also comes with the Camaro that also cleaned up pretty good. And I just Novus these, no ceramic on these, just Novus. But it cleaned up really good. So a couple of decent bodies, you know, like I said, 3 chassis with arms and 1 bare chassis. So if you've got a bunch of Lifelike stuff, I know you could make a runner out of at least some of those parts. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, no, yeah, that you break by you learned how to build by necessity. So here, I'm going to change the camera. And let's make sure. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is where the subscribers tell me which one of these bad boys they want to see auctioned off first. I'll pull the other one off, and then I'll hold the one that the people decide they want to see auctioned off first in front, and then we'll get this party started. OJT. Red. Thank you, Mike Zim. So once again, just to show off this awesome car up close. There's the custom rims. The 2.5 arm, stock motor magnets, level 10 traction magnets, silver shoes, and a red chassis, so it matches the body. And then I did ceramic coat it. That's why it's gleaming. And I use that Cerakote ceramic coating in case anybody wanted to try to do this to their own cars. I use Novus first and polish them, and then I finish off the Novus with ceramic coat, and you're looking at the results. And like I said, there's my ceiling fan right there in the lights. So yeah, this is a great looking car. So we're going to start the auction off at if you price this stuff individually, you will know this is a bargain, but I'm going to start off on the auction at $90 for that car, because it's worth every bit of that and more. So $90 if you want the hopped up Super 7 with a 2.5 arm, stock motor magnets, level 10 traction magnets, custom aluminum rims, custom independent front end, pinned on the new AFX Firebird Trans Am body. $90. Oh yeah, Patrick, we're giving away a pit kit, buddy. And like I said, I understand that may sound like a lot of money, but price the Super 7 chassis, price that arm, price some aluminum rims and an independent front suspension, and price that body and put it all together, and it's going to cost you more than $90, I promise. Oh yeah, Keith. The one that my NASCAR version there. Thank you, Bruce. So Bruce is in for 90 for Fred. I'm sorry, I'll call you by your channel name. Thank you, Mark. So we got 2 bidders, so it's going to go to the end. Thank you both. Thank you, Rick. Oh, guys, like I said, Mark knows his work. Adam knows his work. Jim Benito, Jim Slot Car Obsessions bought a bunch of his rims. You know, anybody that's got named Rick has his stuff too. We know it's good quality stuff and it runs. That's the best part is, you know, you get your cake and eat it too. The parts look good and they perform. So it's a win-win. Thank you, Fred. In my book, you know, like I said, hey, there's Rob. Thank you for joining in, buddy. Sorry if I missed you earlier. Thank you, Rick. Fred, Rick has the first 120. Oh, there you go. Okay, thank you. 125. Oh yeah, Danny. That's the best part is. Oh, are you bidding 130, Rob? I don't want to put it in there. If I don't want to presume you're bidding, but I think that's what you meant. I will. I know there's a delay. There it is. Everyone give Mr. Rodriguez a round of applause and thank you, sir, for joining in tonight. He was earlier, G Bud. Rob, buddy, this I got goosebumps, man. Wait till you get this car in your hands. This thing is beautiful. Congratulations. Like I said, I put her through my detail shop, and whenever I was talking to Adam today, I was polishing on them. Make sure they look good for tonight. There's the ceiling fan again, just to show you how the reflection works on that when you do that. So good stuff, man. Thank you, Rob. Let me write that down, and we'll get the next car. Oh, there it is. Red TA 30 Rob. All right. Oh yeah, here I'll show it to you again, man. No, like I said, you wait till you see this bad boy in person with that red chassis blending in underneath, and this thing sits low. You're going to enjoy this car on your track, my friend. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And I told Adam I made it look like liquid, and I think I did a pretty good job of putting the shine on it. So she's a beaut. And yeah, he did. Adam did say that. Yeah. We call that arrest me red, Rob. And here's the white version. Hey, Eastern Plains, thanks for showing up. It's got a different style of rim on it, but it's still an awesome car. And once again, I put my ceramic coat on it so it gleams. Just like the red one. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. There's my ceiling fan again. So yeah, I polished these things up really good and then put my ceramic coat on them. And these things look freaking sweet. And this is the white chassis version, as you can see there. And it has the same 2.5 arm stock motor magnets with a level 10 traction magnets. It's custom aluminum rims, custom independent front end. That's an independent aluminum front end. See that? See, I'm spinning one and the other one's not even moving. So yeah, good stuff. So just like the last one, $90 if you're interested in the white version. John, I do Novas first, and then I put my ceramic coat over the Novas, and that's what gets that shine. I use 4 microfiber cloths to get when I do my cars, what I call the full Scott detail. Oh yeah, you can. Thank you, Fred. So Fred's in for 100. He just went straight for the gusto. It's a beautiful car, you know, and I can attest how well they run. Like I said, if this one runs like a bat out of hell on my track and it's got this high center of gravity, with this low center of gravity, they're going to fly. So you got a runner. Oh, thank you, Rob. Yeah, no, this is how I can recommend this car. It's the very same traction magnets, the motor magnets arm that's in that one, and this thing will smoke a factory Super 7. Smoke it. So now you got one that'll probably smoke my car because the body's lower and you can go the corners faster. So good looking cars. If no one else bids in 30 seconds, then we're going to stop it at 100 and Fred gets it. Oh, Rick's in for 105, so we're going to go to the end. Thank you, Rick. It's a beautiful car. Rick knows he does good work too. Thank you, Fred. And I've got a solid 14-second delay from my TV to the computer, so bid accordingly if you want it. Oh, thank you, guys. Oh, nice. A black one. So you had like a bandit looking one. Oh, Burt Reynolds and Sally Fields. Buddy of mine had one of those in high school. It didn't have a TA 6.6 in it, though. Just had a 350. Someone robbed it out of it. But it's still a fun car. Had T-tops. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Oh, before the movie. Nice. Rob set the trend, and then they made a movie about it. That'd have been awesome. Hell, you were picking up chicks or women. I'm sorry, I'll be nice. You were picking up women, and you're like, yeah, I came out with that before the movie did. Yeah, awesome. Everyone give Bruce Fred round of applause. Got him a beautiful car. Oh, Rob was laying down the old Trans Am love before Burt Reynolds was. Need the semi from the movie. I'm not taking anything for detailing, man. That's on me. And that's a beautiful car. Congratulations, Fred. Both of you, Rob and Fred, you guys both got beautiful cars. I'm just writing it down. No, they were chicks. So I had it right the first time. Well, you know, I was trying to be PC, but yeah, you know, sometimes you got to call a spade a spade. You know, I can respect that, Rob. That's funny stuff. All right. So I just had to look Rob when I was talking to him before I switched the camera around because that's good stuff. Thank you, Rob. So now the rest of the auction night, and we're for sure doing one giveaway. Hookers and blow. that shift, he had a fifth of Jack Daniels in one hand and a cigarette in the other, and he was driving with his knee. Oh, crack me up. Okay, so the rest of the night, the auction cars that you see here and the bundles that I showed off earlier, and I'm sorry if you missed it, I'm not going to go back through them again until we auction them off. But we've got 4 running cars with a body and a chassis that match the make and model, so you're not putting a Chevy in a Ford or a Ford in a Chevy or a Dodge in a Chevy in a, you know what I'm saying. It's TYCO with TYCO, Lifelike with Lifelike, AFX with AFX. So we got 4 cars that run, and then I've got separate little bundles of stuff that I'll explain as we go on. But I'm going to switch the camera around, and all of this is for Mike again. And remember, when you're bidding on this stuff, this is shipping included. So remember that whenever I price this stuff, you may say, well, that sounds high. Remember, you're not having to pay for shipping. Okay, so think about just taking $5 off of what you bid, because that's generally around what the shipping cost is. And then that would be really what you would end up paying for those if you looked at it that way, if you had to pay for shipping. So, let's try to help Mike get some more good money for his cars. I did make sure, like I said, these ones that run, I'm getting ready to show you. I put together the missing parts. I didn't tune them. I didn't tweak them. I didn't oil them. I didn't put new tires on them. I just made sure that when I put a battery on it, they turned over their tires, okay? So any modifications beyond me putting some Novus on the ones that I could to make them look good, and you'll understand when you see them. That's all I did, was make sure they ran with a battery and then put them with the appropriate body. So let me swap it around here. Maybe the Jack no smoke. That's awesome. So we've got Trans Am Summer. Rob picking up chicks with the bottle of Jack and the T-tops out and his cowboy hat. So we've got the TYCO Lambo Chrome in pink, and it's on a Magnum 440 chassis that does run. We've got the Ford Mustang Lifelike here, Boss 302, and I put a spring and a shoe on it, so it does run. And this is a good looking car. I'll hold this one up here. I don't think this one got ran much. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Murphy. Yeah, he had him a cowboy hat on. He was getting all whacked, all partied up before he went to the Raiders games. He was part of the pit. So that's a good looking car. And if you remember last week, I pulled this one off the auction because it had a broken chassis underneath it. Well, I replaced the chassis, replaced a shoe from that broken chassis. And now you have a running 2-dot Super G Plus chassis underneath the silk cut. And if you don't remember last week, I'm going to spin around and show you this car. The body is broken right there. So you could run this car and not feel too guilty about doing it, because it does have damage on it. As you can see there on the sides, it looks like they tried to pin a body on it at some point in time. See the holes? So it's a runner, and it does run. So you don't have to feel guilty. And if you remember last week, we had fun with a brown Lumina that Mr. Rodriguez bought that we affectionately called Mr. Hanky. And I found out today from talking to Todd that he actually did call that the Turd. So it's amazing that we came up with that. But this is a AFX BMW body, and I'm sure if you took some oven cleaner to it, you could get rid of that black and it'd be the yellow version. There's several different versions of this one, but the wing's still there, amazingly enough. And it is on a running magnet traction body. Oh, wow, that is crazy, Rob. See, I was just saying that because I knew you were a Raiders fan. See, that's awesome. So it does run. If you wanted to clean it up, you could try to get the original body back. It's got the good-looking Stalker rims on it. So if you don't even want to use that body, you can put it on another body and make it look good. So these are the 4 that actually run. So that's why I showed them off. And then we're going to leave the parts piles till after we go through these 4. So you guys tell me, serial number might be missing. You guys tell me you want to see the Lambo, the Boss, the Silk Cut, or the Incognito BMW. Mustang, John says. All right, my Ford buddy. So this is what's coming up for auction right here. This is a, and it, like I says, it even says it right there, the Boss. And I shined this one up with Novus, and it turned out really good. Both sides, see? And it doesn't have a lot of rail rash on the roof from falling on and crashing. The wings all there, not been broken. Like I said, it cleaned up really nice. Good looking car. If you're a Ford guy, you'll love it. And even if you're not a Ford guy, it's a pretty cool looking car. So there we go. Let me zoom in the camera. And $30 is a fair price to start for those lifelikes, because they sell from 25 to 35, sometimes more. But we're doing it. I don't know which one this one is, but that's the chassis. It's in good shape. I mean, it needs a little cleaning, but the shoes are still good. Oh, thank you, Don. So we got a high bid of 40 right now. Let me put that in there. M chassis. Thank you, Jim. I know Joe with Blue Oval Racing would know. And I know that Mike and Steffi might know, and I knew that there's several other people that would know. But first one wins. Thank you, Jim. And I guess it'd help if I started the timer. So there we go. But the high bid is $40. And it is Don. And since we had two bids, it's going to go all the way to the end. So I'm going to write down Mustang, since we already got a bid. We know it's going to sell. Yeah, so while we're waiting on bids and stuff and the auction to wind down on this car, I am going to mention that if you did receive a tracking number from me, and you have not seen an update from the Postal Service on anything except it saying a label's been created, I turned over a list of every single one of those today to my local post office. They're going to investigate why, because those have been dropped off at their office and they're not showing. And so hopefully next week you guys will see updates, and we can go from there. But I have no idea what's going on with the post office. Yeah, and there's the other thing, G-Bud. Sometimes it says they're delivered and they're not. So there's another problem I ran into. Just suffice to know that I filed a missing package complaint on a couple of packages, and one of them finally showed up. So I don't know what's going on with the Postal Service, but all I can say is I'm sorry. Oh, is that what's going on, Shifty? Well, I won't say what I need to say, but I'll just say that he needs to look a little harder. I'll just say that. Oh yeah, no, I'm right there with you. You know, don't. There's a lot of things. I used to work for the Postal Service, so I know a lot of things, but I don't know what's happened lately. It's been over a decade since I worked for them, so I just know that it was never this bad, and it was unacceptable whenever I worked there. That's the problem. Hey, Douglas, they've showed up, man. Yeah, no, yeah, he's looking and not doing. Yeah. But hey, you know, I can only what I can control. Yeah, I was going to say, Paul, I'm right there with you. It wasn't all. I don't think he did anything to it anyway, just by looking at it. I think it was Scott is a regular customer. Yeah, that's why they know me by my first name. So I'm typing in the word sold because there's less than 10 seconds. When I ask for Doug, they know who I'm talking to. There it is. So I believe, yeah, Don, the newest member of the channel. Congratulations, Don. Got you a Mustang. And John, thank you for bidding. And oh, by the way, your surprise got delivered today, so you'll be getting a tracking notice that you can be upset by nothing showing changed. And it'll go out on Monday. So you'll get an email. But that bad boy goes to Don. Thank you, Don. Randy, there was already a $40 bid, and Don had it for $40. Yep. And I need to write down Don. Yeah, that's a great looking car. $40. Sorry. Trying to write and talk at the same time, and then I couldn't read what I wrote. She's a beauty. All right, so now we have the last 3 fully running chassis and cars, and then we're going to go into the little bundles. And if we get to 70, then I'll give away 2. If we stay at 60 at the end, then we'll give away that. And hey, there's Monty. So we will be doing a look what Scott's got after we do the auction. So thank you for showing up, man. Your package showed up. Pink. And here, I'll show this one nice up close. Once again, the wings aren't broken, which is a big plus and hard to do. The chrome is in really decent shape. Yeah, it's got some scratches on it, but, you know, if you guys have seen these things, it's not hard for them to get destroyed. Oh, cool. Thanks, Monty. And it's on a running. I put a new shoe and spring on it, and it does run with a 9-volt, and it's on a Magnum 440 chassis. So it does have mismatching front and rear rims, but there is a bag that's going to be sold with a bunch of parts that I'm sure if you want to dig through there, you could find the right stuff. So since that bad boy is mismatched and all sorts of things with it, but it does run. So $35 is the starting bid for the chrome pink Lambo Countach. That's what I was thinking, Danny. He may be turning off all the TVs and hiding the screens from her right now. Oh, thank you, Fred. So Fred's in for 35. So if no one else bids and it gets down to 1 minute, then that's Fred's pink Lambo. And Monty, man, you got us all wondering what's in this box. So I'm glad you showed up tonight because we were going to do the look what Scott's got. And curiosity was killing the cat. Oh, thank you, Danny, and thank you, Fred. But Fred has the high bid at 45. It's shiny. Oh, hey, there's Todd. Thanks for showing up, buddy. Oh yeah, I cleaned it up pretty good with the Novus. That's got Novus on it, so it's been through a partial detail, and it runs again where it didn't run before. So I brought it back to life. Oh, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Fred. Scott's Detail Shop rocks. Yeah, it went through my lukewarm Dawn bath with a soft bristle toothbrush, and then dried with microfiber towels, and then polished with Novus. So And then if I do that extra step, then then that's when you put the ceramic coating on it. But I figured if someone else wanted to do that, they could, because that's a molten metal racing. Told you, yeah. We'll give it rocks. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Rob. Yeah, I've got a 12-second delay between my TV and what I see on the computer right now. So 10 seconds. So I'm typing in the word sold. Yes, it is, Monty. And there it is. This one belongs to Mr. Rodriguez. Congratulations, Rob. Like I said, this is a good looking version of this car. See, it's still got all the chrome and it's not really all scratched up. And my little Novus and Dawn bath and everything made it look good. And like I said, the wing is in perfect shape, not bent at all. Perfect. Congratulations, man. All right, so that means we got what I would consider a runner silk cut with a 2-dot Super G Plus chassis underneath it, and then I've got a Magna traction BMW. Hey, Joe, thanks for showing up, man. We're 5 away from giving away another pit kit. Yeah, Rob, you and me both, brother. Anybody out there that wins the lotto that wants to hook Rob and I up with a Lambo, I don't care if it's pink or not, I'll take it. I'm just saying. I'll drive it proudly. Yeah, I tell you guys, gotta go by and check out Joe, man. He's a master fabricator like a lot of guys are, G-Bud, and do stuff with the body. So, yeah, you guys tell me, we want the Jaguar or the Beamer? Oh, you want me to go with this one? Is this what we're looking at? This the Beamer that needs some love? Yeah, I figured this is a good solid $20 special there, but it does run. I have to detail that. Yeah. You have to have something you can detail first, Monty. And right now, my advice would be is get out the Easy Off oven cleaner and soak off that black paint and try to bring back the original body. That's what I would do, but that's me. So there we go. All right. Oh, wow. We already got bids going on. Thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Fred. So we got a high bid is Fred with 25. Let me write down just BMW. Oh, thanks, Tongzu Warrior. Thanks, Bonnie. Have fun on the bicycle ride. It was an actual spring day here in Missouri. Thank you, Fred. When this auction's, well, here, we got 2 minutes. I can do that. Let me scoot. I'm going to scoot my camera out of the way, and I'll go grab the version of it out of my cabinet, the one I think that it is. Yeah, more like stress than fun. Yeah, I can see that. So this is what I think that car is. So I'll let it spin, but I think that's what that's supposed to be. But this one isn't for sale. So I think that's what's underneath there. But I can't make any promises. I don't know. See, mine's on a G Plus chassis. So, yeah. That's the benefit of being a collector is you get to, yeah, I was going to say, Doug, that's what it reminded me of too. I mean, that's why whenever I saw that paint scheme, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, I think I got that car. So high bid is Fred at 32. Christmas present and Christmas past, yes. Yes. Oh, I feel you. No, that's exactly. Yeah. That's like the shiny new version versus the your kid had a hold of it and got a hold of your black paint. And they thought they made it look cool. Oh, it's less than 10 seconds, but the high bid is Douglas with 35. So I typed in the word sold. Did he? Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry. SBS Slot Cars. Monte got it for 35. My apologies. Thank you for whoever pointed that out. Let me scroll back down. John. Yeah, John, thank you. Yeah, so this goes to Monte. So you got a project car here, my friend. And I'm sorry, Douglas, but yeah, Monte had the, or Doug, he had the high bid. I just didn't type it in there. Yeah, it's going to need some love, but congratulations. 35. Monte. Oh, okay. Okay, no, thank you, Doug. Thank you. I missed it. I was flapping my yap and getting the other car, so thank you both for pointing that out. But yeah, no, congratulations, Monte. I was apologizing to Doug, and he was just trying to help me. So thank you, guys. Dope. Give a little Homer Simpson there. And the meaner than a junkyard dog. No problem, man. Bad Leroy Brown. Baddest man in the whole damn town. I know exactly what song you're talking about there, John. Meaner than a junkyard dog. All right, so this is the next one that's coming up there. It's a 2-dot Super G Plus running chassis. See, 2-dot. And this does have damage on it, as you can see there. They did try to drill it to pin it. Oh, yeah, it is. That's, you know, if all of us are in that age group, I know we all had to have heard that on the radio at some point in time. So the running Super G Plus modified. Notice how I do that, modified. Thank you again, Joe, for letting me steal your gig until you patent it. The modified body. But like I said, the chassis does run, so you could run it as a runner. $35. That's fairly cheap, and it does have the wings. So $35. Add some tires, add some oil, have some fun. Oh yeah, Danny. Or not even worry about making it look great at all. Just slap a fast chassis on it and have a car you could actually see going around the track because it's white and those bodies are really low center of gravity. So it'd run good. Now, how long that wing stays on there after you crash it, that's a whole other story. But, you know, it is attached for now. And $35 is the opening bid if anybody's interested in it. Oh, thank you, Don. I'm going to pay closer attention to the chat this time so I don't miss bids. My apologies. And thank you to everybody that helped me out. I haven't seen Kimber in here, but I was able to hook up with Zim, Michael, and get his rear bumper. So he'll have a complete Morgan Shepherd car, and I'll get his invoice sent out. Met up with Michael after Adam's show Wednesday night. So in 25 seconds, if no one else bids, then that's Don's car for 35 because I'm not going to sit here and torture. Oh, yeah, Joe. No, they look great until, yeah, you hit the wrong way. Okay, so we're going to the end. Patrick bids. So $40. Thank you, Patrick. You don't want to piss off Mr. Suggs. And like I said, there's, to me, even though those are hard to find bodies, that one's already been broken. It's already been modified. So this is what I would not feel guilty about making a runner at all, in my opinion. I would wreck it, crash it, have fun with it, do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because even if the wing broke off, it's still going to be a good body that you can see running around the track. So that's just my opinion. Yeah, I'm still got a 12-second delay on my TV from my phone or from the computer. So there's 10 seconds left. I'm typing in the word sold. You might want to refresh if you're interested. $40 high bid, Patrick. There it is. Everyone give Patrick a round of applause. He got him the last running car of the night. Got him a Runner Castrol Silk Cut. $40. And like I said, it does run with a battery. And it is a 2-dot chassis. So that's, the more desirable magnet combination. They're stronger magnets. $40. Patrick. Sorry, I have to write it all down. All right. All right. So now I'm going to back up the camera. Yeah, Pat. Yeah. A grizzly, maybe. I don't think Monty's a grizzly either. You guys want to see the Magna Traction combo bag? You want to see the non-running AFX G Plus and Super G Plus broken chassis? You want to see the TYCO, the truck, or the Lifelike bundle? You guys tell me what you want to see next, and I'll kind of slide it up there in front of the turntable and put whatever else is on there in that group. So just to refresh, there's 2 chassis here. Semi G-Bud says, okay, he'll make it easy for me. And once again, this does not run, and that's completely wrong. I just stuck it underneath there so we could get rid of it. So, and it's cheap. So if you're interested in the truck and the trailer with a non-running chassis, $20. Because remember, it's shipping for free, so he's only making $15 on it. So that's why I'm pricing it that way, so he can at least make $15 on the truck and the trailer. So $20 is the opening bid. Pile of junk truck. Oh, thank you, Monty. Oh, thank you, G-Bud. So it's going to go all the way to the end. I wouldn't even finish typing in the first bid, and G-Bud came in at 30. So let me write Earnhardt number 3 truck trailer. And then I'll show that trailer up close because, like I said, it's still in good shape. So if you want to clean this thing up, Everything's in good shape there on both sides. Yeah, it's missing a door. It's just dirty. It needs a bath. Or if you don't want Earnhardt stuff, then just paint it. And have you like G-Bud does with his customs, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get it to focus. There it is. It's missing that corner of that mud flap. It's missing the horn assembly on the top. It's missing the stacks on the sides and the chrome tanks. Like, yeah, on one side. See, that's what it's missing on that side. Oh no, you'd have to make this a custom. Now, I'm not saying this is anything that you're going to want to put in a show or put it in your case. That's a project. I'm not selling that anything other than a project. Yep, there you go, Joe. But it is an Earnhardt project, and there are only so many of those. Yeah, there you go, Jim. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Or if you wanted that for your diorama, if you didn't like Earnhardt, you wanted to show his stuff broken down off in the field somewhere with grass growing around it, you know. Looks like Dale drove into the wall. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. You know, you could use a couple of different ways. You could make it look like an old, you know, a lot of old racetracks out in the fields that are adjacent to the tracks have a lot of old chassis and broken up cars in them. There it is. It's sold. And $30 to G-Bud. Yeah, congratulations, man. I know we all know that this ain't going to look like this for very long. We know you're going to make it look a lot better. And I don't know if you're going to change anything on this, but knowing you, yeah. So I can't wait to see what you turn it into, man. Congratulations. All right, so we want the Lifelike bundle, the TYCO bundle, the Magna Traction bundle, or the you have work now. Yeah, he does, Rick. Yeah. Be careful what you ask. Be careful what you ask for there, G-Bud. I think that's what they're trying to say. Total redo. Yep, I kind of figured so. Can't wait to see it, man. Magna Traction, John says. Okay, so just to review, with the Magna Traction bundle, you're getting this busted up Chevelle body that's good for this front bumper. So if you have one of these and you need a good looking chrome front bumper, then you can use some of those big thumb chrome pins and chrome it back up. But it also includes 2 running Magna Traction chassis. Yeah, like the Allison Chevy. Yeah, exactly. That's what it reminds me of. So you get 2 running Magna Traction chassis, that body, and you're getting 1 non-mag chassis and 2 Magna Traction chassis. And then you can see there it's got a mean green arm for the top plate on one of them. There it is. So all that's coming together. So let me bundle this all back up and move some stuff out of the way. So we'll put that bundle there with the broken body. And we'll put the chassis up there. And I figure that bare minimum, since those are running Magna Traction chassis, and even though you're going to have to put tires on them and oil and probably new brushes and comms and stuff like that, $40 is a good starting bid for this whole little bundle, because those chassis go for more than that just on eBay by themselves, and they do run. So $40 for the Magna Traction bundle. Thank you, John. I'm trying to zoom it back a little bit so we can. There we go. And John has the high bid of 40. And I'm just going to put Magna Traction bundle, AFX bundle. Yeah. AFX Magna bundle. And if it gets down to 1 minute and no one else has bid, then John wins it for the $40. Yeah, those new Magna Traction chassis, they got some new old stocks that they're trying to sell for $60. So fair price for 2 of them used for 40. Plus all the parts. And that awesome Chevelle. 20 seconds. If nobody else bids, it's going to John for $40. I'm going to type in the word sold unless I see another bid at 1 minute. 10 seconds. There it is. Everyone give John a round of applause. Congratulations, buddy. You're the only bidder. So you won your Magna Traction Chevelle chassis, $40. Like I said, that's a good buy. I know those parts. $40 is a good buy for 2 running chassis. Yeah, everyone give him a round of applause. Well, here, I'll kind of scooch them up here. So yeah, we got the 2 AFX G Plus and Super G Plus. We got the TYCO bundle, and we've got the Lifelike bundle. That is a great buy, Paul. Yeah, no, you guys. Yeah, no, he knows what he's getting into. You know, like I said, just because something doesn't look good now, you got to remember it's a chassis, and you know, a little bit of work, and boom, looks great. Runs great. That's what I love about those old chassis. You could fix them. You could make them run again. Tom, I used to sell on eBay, but I don't. And if I do have a Google store, so if you have a specific car that you want, that I can, if I don't have it, then I can try to find it and try to get it for you. So, but you don't have to go through my store. You can just contact me with the information down below, email, text. Whatever you want to do, and to let me know what you're looking for, and I can tell you if I have it or what I can get it for. I try to help out everybody in the community. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for joining in tonight. So you guys tell me, we going with the 2 AFX chassis, the TYCO bundle, or the Lifelike bundle? If you can't tell, oh yeah, man, no problem. Thank you for joining in. Million places you could be on a Saturday night, so thank you for joining. Shipping's free. Mike is paying for it. So, John, winner, chicken dinner, buddy. So the TYCO bundle, if you missed it earlier, comes with this Ford Thunderbird Super Coupe minus the glass, obviously, and the headlight insert. But this body is in great shape. Look at that. See, there it is. Thunderbird Super Coupe. SC is what that Super Coupe stands for. And so a lot of you guys have seen these Thunderbird NASCARs. This is the only Thunderbird that was not a NASCAR that they did, to my knowledge. So that's a good body to have. And then it also comes with 2 chassis that I'm sure you could make run if you want to, but they don't have springs or shoes. One of them has 1 spring and one of them has 1 shoe. So 2 good chassis that don't run right now that you'll have to make run. And then it also comes with this awesome bag of arms, rear ends, front ends, and tires and gears. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I see some TYCO magnets and some TYCO arms in there. And see all sorts of stuff in there. So the TYCO bundle be just like the AFX bundle, except since these 2 don't run, we're going to knock it down by $5. But since that has a good body, we're going to raise it by $5. So once again, $40 if you want the TYCO bundle. And that's a fair price. You're getting 2 chassis, a buttload of tires, and a really good body. Well, thank you, Monty. So I'm going to put TYCO bundle. And let me type in 40. There it is. Paul, don't you have another room you can open up and make another slot car room out of? I mean, you've only got 2 rooms of slot cars. Yeah, I mean, you could always use a third. Third time's the charm. You have a HO track, a 1/43rd scale track, and a 1/24th scale track. 3 different rooms. And then you can show up on Kenton's show every Thursday night and show them all off to us on your progress. See, I'm helping you out, buddy. Now, if your wife asks you, that's your idea, not mine. I don't want no angry wives calling me. You can't have any more rooms. Hacking up a lung. Those Thunderbirds are pretty common, and you can. We're going to go all the way to the end. I was about ready to say those Thunderbird bodies are fairly common, and you can buy one of the NASCAR beat up bodies and use the glass for that. I'm not sure if Slot Car Central sells them or not, but if you want them brand new, that's where I would check with them, SCC. And Joe has the high bid at 45. And Joe, your stuff came in today too, so you're going to be getting an email. You have one, Daniel, $100. Oh, so I was right, G-Bud. Cool. Thank you for verifying that. So, Danny, hey, no problem, Rob. Thank you for joining in tonight, man. Go drive your Trans Am and raise some hell and pick up some chicks for us. Tell us about it next Saturday night, or come by Monday night and tell us how the weekend was if you're not in the pokey. Outrunning the law. 10 seconds. There it is. Oh, wow. Okay, so Monty came in at 46, but Joe got it at 55. I'll take a picture if I need to, but let's just do that because that's what we do. That's how we roll. because I know I've got a serious lag. There it is. Joe got it. Congratulations, Joe. You got some more projects, buddy. Looking forward to seeing the videos now. And I'll just pack up all your stuff and ship it all together, buddy. I was writing it all down. So once again, he won the bag of TYCO stuff, the good-looking Ford Thunderbird Super Coupe body, and 2 chassis needing some work, but they're in good. I mean, the guide pin area is where usually where those are broken, and those are both good still, obviously. And so little loving on these chassis, and they'll be working again. Hell, you can even see the factory spring popping up there on that one. Well, you could whenever I had my hand up there. There it is. See it right there? So, yep. Well, that means, let me pull up YouTube again on my phone. We're down to the 2 AFX chassis or the Lifelike bundle. Let me get my caught up on the chat. Oh yeah, they're plenty salvageable. Oh yeah. Oh dude, you could put less than $1 worth of parts in those things, factory part wise, and you'd have 2 running chassis again. Easily. So you guys want to see the 2 AFX chassis, or we want to go with the Lifelike bundle? And the Lifelike bundle has 3 complete chassis with arms. It comes with the Camaro body, the now convertible Mustang body, both in red, Arrest Me red. And it comes with the Lifelike, I think someone said M chassis. But they will need to be, some parts required. Or we do have the 2. We've got a Super G Plus. This was the one that was underneath the silk cut that's got the broken chassis. So this is just a parts chassis. And then this one's missing a shoe, a spring, and some tires. So I couldn't tell you if it runs or not. I'm looking at that calm, so I'm guessing it's probably going to need some brushes maybe, or at the very least that calm clean. All right, we'll go with the Lifelike, and then we'll do those 2 last. So there's the Mustang body, there's the Camaro body, and all the parts. So once again, like I said, he's paying for the shipping on this, so I want to try to get him something out of him. So $20. I think is fair for a couple of bodies and all those chassis and parts. Because in the end of the day, he's only going to get like $15 out of all that stuff. So that would be awesome to try to help him out. So $20 on the Lifelike bundle. Oh, thank you, Don. So Don's in for $25 on the Lifelike bundle. And once again, if it gets down to 1 minute, no one else bids, then we'll just sell to Don for $25, and then we'll go with the last 2 chassis. And then we're going to do a look what Scott's got at the end, because Monte was gracious enough to send me an awesome box of mystery stuff. And then we're going to do the 60 giveaway, because I don't think we got to the 70. Oh, thank you, Monte. So we're going to go all the way to the end. We got 2 bidders. That's the Rick and Steffi rule. So more than 2 bidders, it goes to the end. This show's always evolving. I once bitten, twice shy. They can tell you the story on how I messed up, but I made it right, but I messed up, and I swore I was never going to do that again. I don't like to make the same mistakes twice. Oh, thank you, Don. Like I said, there's a serious lag on StreamYard and a little bit on my phone by about 10 seconds compared to what I'm seeing live, because I'm going through StreamYard. Oh, I see SBS at 28 now. My bad. Oh, Don's in at 35. I wonder. 1 minute left, roughly. Yeah, I'm still 12 seconds behind. So if you're interested in the Lifelike bundle, you need to refresh and try to get as close as you can. And when it gets to 30 seconds, then I'll say something. Because I know my TV and my phone are at 2 different speeds by about 7 seconds. And then it's, yeah, 12 seconds on my TV versus the phone. So it's 30 seconds right there. And my phone is 5 seconds behind. TV's 12. Same house, same Wi-Fi. In case anybody was wondering. All right, 10 seconds left. I'm typing in the word sold in case anybody wants to try to snipe. And the high bid is 35 with Don. And there it is, 35 with Don. Everyone gave him a round of applause. Thank you, everybody that bid. So he got him a Lifelike convertible Mustang. Yeah, it is crazy, Doug. That's why I keep pointing it out. It's insane. Same house, same Wi-Fi. Phone is quicker than by 5 seconds than my TV, and they're both behind at least 7 seconds. So. Yeah, congratulations, man. And then the bundle bodies there go with all those chassis. So I'm going to slide those out of the way. And they did get Novus, so they got some shine to them. And then just to show you the Super G Plus chassis again. And it is broken. The saddle's broken in the rear end. See that? So the chassis is junk, but the parts are still good if you want to rebuild. And honestly, this is a harder to find G Plus chassis with that orange gear assembly and that the orange magnet area. So if you wanted to put the money into it, you could have yourself a harder to find AFX G Plus chassis. Trying to get to focus there at the top. Look up by there by the gear. There you go. So those two chassis, since I don't know if either one of them run, but I do know that the parts alone are worth the $20. So $20 if you're interested in the two chassis, the Super G Plus and the Super G. Wrong way. This chassis is completely junk. It's unrepairable. You can't fix that problem. You can use the parts. This one just needs a shoe and a spring. And I'm thinking clean up the comm because I can see the brushes are still in there. And I'm thinking you'd have you a winner. Everything else is still good on it. So, oh, I see your bid there, Don. I'll get in there. $20. So this one with the orange, you would be buying to restore would be my thing because these are harder to find. See? And it's because of that orange in the rear gear. These are a specialty. And then this one, like I said, is parts. Yeah, I don't want to tell people. I know what you're saying, Joe, but I don't want to try to sell it that way. And And Don's got the high bid at 27. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make a promise to somebody and they think they can try that, and then they turns around, they can't, and then I look like a boob for telling them that they could. I could look like a boob all by myself. Don won that for 35. I forgot to write that down. Don. All right. Elmer's. Great me up. This is the AFX chassis. That's how I'm going to label that bundle. And right now the high bid is Mr. Sosa, Danny, at 30 bucks. Sorry, I forgot to get that in there, Danny. My bad. Oh, cool. Gorilla Glue. See, thank you guys for sharing that. 10 seconds, so I'm typing in the word sold. There it is. Everyone give Mr. Sosa a round of applause. He got him a couple of AFX chassis. One of them's going to be a runner again, I'm sure. And then, like I said, because this is a harder to find chassis. And then basically got him a parts chassis here because, you know, everything looks good on it. So congratulations, man. Oh, black zip tie and a soldering iron. Hey, Joe, thank you for the tip. I was wondering if there's a way you could add. See, there's where it's broke. Yeah. So. That's a good tip, man. Thank you, Joe. So let me write down Danny, 30. All right. Thank you to everybody that bid, and congratulations to all the winners. But we do have a giveaway for the 60 viewer that we reached. Did we get over to 70? I don't think that we did, but one of my moderators, if we did, let me know. That chassis shot. That's what I thought so too, Joe. Oh yeah, Danny. That I figured highest I saw was 60 something. Yeah, that's what I saw too, Zim. Thank you for backing me up there. That I'm all about giving away stuff, but I don't want to just give away stuff that Adam and Brianna and Alex give me just to give it away. I want to make sure that we actually do it. So we got one giveaway tonight, unless for some reason we spike up. But I am going to do once again a look what Scott's got real quick because it's been killing me since this box came in, not to know what's in it. And once again, this is from SBS Slots, Mr. Monte and his wife. So here's the box again. I'm not going to show his address. I don't know if this came straight from Xin in China, but hopefully that damage there on the side didn't affect anything. Let me open this up real quick. Hope it wasn't a panda bear or anything, because if you can't see the confused look on my face, there's a confused look on my face. No way. Monty. Guys. is full of lights. Different street lamps. Unreal. Dude. Yeah, see, like so far I found 2 different versions. Wow. There's another version. You guys never cease to stop amazing me. This is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Because me and him talked about I'd like to do the diorama part on my track, and that's one of the things once I get the track squared away that I'll be doing. So yeah, this box is literally almost full. Yeah, Monte, thank you, man. You and your wife, thank you so much. These are for sure going to be used, for sure, because I want to light up my infield and stuff and make it look like a real racetrack once everything's done. This is just, I'm speechless. I mean, this is a box of goodness right here. This is just freaking awesome. I am just, oh, wow. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is, I mean, so yeah, there's four different styles of lights, and I'm going to open up one of the boxes and show you what they look like on the inside. But let me put this down. That's amazing, dude. Thank you, man. You guys, well, you know you're going to get to see him on my track, and so every time you watch the show, you'll be able to see him in person. So to give you an example, that's why I opened up this one. So here's what they look like. So you can see they got a little stubby to jam into the ground and the wiring. And then obviously some instructions. But here's what's cool. I've seen these before for sale on eBay. So I knew exactly what they were when I opened it up. So this sign lights up, remember, and then they give you the stickers that you can put on it depending on what you want the sign to say. So let me get it up there close. Dave's, Bob's, Hip Hop, Gary's, Donna's Diner. That's badass. No, dude, no, thank you guys. Yeah, no, this is, you guys, like I said, some people go after the racing, some people go after the diorama, some people just do collecting, some people could care less about collecting. I'm one of those guys that wants my cake to eat it too. Obviously, I collect, I race, and I want the diorama stuff. And so, you know, when Keith gives me stuff and I get some stuff to add to my diorama with cars and stuff that people have given me and stuff that gets to get added to that. And then this is just like the coup de grace, is little things like this that are going to look badass when they're all set around the track, because this is original OG stuff. I mean, this is good. Yeah. And I got a box full of lights. So yeah, the infield's going to be lit up. We're going to have signs in places. You know, it's going to be badass. Yeah, yeah, John. Would you mind adopting me? Yeah. No, that is sweet, man. I am. If you, yeah, I am. I'm in shock and uh, grateful, and there's a lot of emotions going through me right now. But the main one is thank you. Very appreciative. Thank you. I would have never guessed what was in that box in a million years. Um, thank you. That is unbelievably generous of you and your wife. Be sure and tell her I said thank you as well. And so just to put a little cap on it real quick, just to show you guys, this company does all sorts of stuff that lights up. So they're all about the diorama. So badass. Oh, thank you. Well, tell her I said thank you. Well, thank you. You don't have to tell her. I can tell her. Thank you. That is so awesome. So, man, I got goosebumps. Awesome. You guys rock. Gas, gas. Yeah, no doubt. Well, so what I'm going to do now is, since we got to the 60 giveaway, we've got one pit kit to give away. I forgot to dig it out of the box, but just trust me. You're going to get a Corvette C5R Magna Traction pit kit from Auto World. Once again, thanks to my friend and his whole family. I appreciate their friendship and support because they're all great people. And that's Alex and Brianna, as well as Adam. Like I said, I'm very blessed to have those people in my family or in my life, and I'm glad that I consider them family. So that's easy for me to make that little faux pas. But thank you to them again for donating these pit kits and helping me out, everything that they do. I can't begin to repay them for everything that they've been so generous in helping me with. So everyone, give them a round of applause and thank you for that. But right now, I'm going to put in the random number generator, and we're going to give away that one pit kit for tonight. Yeah, your teddy bear's all right. Yep. All right. So let's see if Google remembers that I'd like the random number generator. Oh, look, right there it is. I don't even have to type. The Hurt family, yes. So as you can see there, this is how it pops up. And I'm going to change it to 54. And if you've never done this before, you have to be a subscriber. Rule number one. And then I'm going to let Google pick a number between 1 and 54. So you can see there. And then once I generate it, then I'm going to switch back over to the live feed on my phone because it's quicker than the live feed on StreamYard. And then once I'm switched over, then I'm going to hit go in the chat. And then from there down until I see the number that's generated, you guys keep putting in a number 1 to 54. The first person I see with that number on my feed, then I'll do this and put stop in the chat. I'll start at the top, work my way down. And then once again, with the help of the chat, if I've missed somebody, call me out on it and we will make sure we get that fixed. So once again, let me pick a number. I'm going to write it down, and then I'll be able to switch over to YouTube, and that way I can look at the chat. All right, so let me do this. That was awesome. When I left YouTube, I stopped myself. My mouth was wide open. That looked really cool. That's sarcasm, by the way. Now I know what I look like when I'm yapping at people. So, all right. So now I got it pulled up. And the number's 1 to 54. Go! Oh, I think I saw it. I think I saw it, but if I didn't, we'll just redo it. Remember, it's free. The number was 45. And I think I saw it, but if I didn't, okay, so there's the word go, and I'm working my way down. So any number in the 40s, I'm going to read off. Joe Guyver, 43. And the number's 45. We're looking for 45. Toju, 44. So close. G-Bud, 48. G-Bud, 47. G-Bud, 46. Doug, 46. Maybe I didn't see it. G-Bud, 44. Did I miss G-Bud? Did you put in a 45 in there and I just missed it? Let me go to the current chat. Everyone's saying Fred won it. Okay, so let me go back up and that way I can show. Thank you guys for helping me out. Like I said, I'm having to go on my phone and it keeps moving when you guys chalk. So Doug has it. Okay. So we've got controversy. So I'm going to start at the top again, work my way down. If you guys can tell me who those numbers are in between so I can find it quicker, that'd be cool. All right. So once again, I'm starting at the word go and I'm looking for 45. Joe Guyver, 43. John, 48. Toju, 44. G-Bud, 48. G-Bud, 47. G-Bud, 46. Doug, 46. G-Bud, 44. Doug, 43. G-Bud, 43. G-Bud, 42. G-Bud, 41. I didn't see anybody get it. Doug, 28. Then Doug, 45. Then MCM. So Doug got it. Okay. If that's what you guys are seeing and I'm just missing it, because like I said, it keeps moving. So I apologize. Okay, so someone says Fred and someone says Doug. How about I just do this? Both of them get one. There we go. So I'll just make that executive decision. Fred and Doug. So Doug, you've got one plus a surprise heading your way already, and hopefully there will be an update soon after my complaint to the post office. So you're getting one. And Fred, Bruce, congratulations to you two because you're getting one also. And you guys need to thank Adam, Brianna, and Alex. And that's how we're going to handle that. So congratulations, guys. I say Scott M. Well, Scott, thanks for joining in, man. I mean, one Scott to another, I can relate to that thing wanting to win part. That's awesome. Oh, that's okay. No, we're doing it. We're doing it just like what we said. Since there were two people, multiple people said that two different people won. I'm just going to take your word for it because there's too many differences on StreamYard and my phone, and it's for fun. So there we go. So Fred and Doug are the winner, and the number was 45. You want me to re-gift it to John? Okay. Well, Doug, you the man. Hopefully the Postal Service locates your package and you can follow it to Canada, or it arrives at your door before they do. But John, congratulations. Doug just gave you his C5 Corvette. Hey, JCB. No, that's awesome. Like last week, we had two winners on the picket on the controversy because I screwed up and told Kimber that he had won, and I think I think I told Jim that he won. So, this is for fun, and that's what this channel's all about. And it's no big deal for me to make sure that if there's any controversy at all, we just smash it and we have fun. And so, the generosity and goodness of this channel. Doug decided to gift it to John. That's what I'm talking about. We've got a great channel of people, and it doesn't bother me a bit to give away one extra picket to somebody, especially when there's two different people showing that they won. No biggie. And I know it doesn't make a difference to Adam either, because he does it because he sees how much fun everybody has at the end of the show getting to do that to try to win. So I'm just the lucky guy that gets to be the guy that gives it away. So you guys really need to be thanking Adam, Alex, and Brianna for their generosity. And anytime that somebody donates something to give away, because they don't have to do that. And Monte, dude, you may not see him for a little while because obviously I got some work left to do on my track, but you will see a lot of these lights, if not all of them, in some way, shape, or form on my track, because I plan on lighting it up for sure. And yeah, very blessed that you guys did that, you and your wife. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm just in shock. That blows me away. Just blows me away. You guys are just way too generous, and I certainly appreciate it big time. Very grateful for your guys' generosity. Everybody that has given me stuff, and even if you just watch, I appreciate that too. I am going to be going live Monday night, special Monday night slot cars. If you're not into the basketball stuff, or your team's already lost like mine has and you don't want to watch anymore, we got something for you to do. I'm going to show Adam, Scott's, and Danny's cars, or James Murray's car, and Adam and Danny. Yeah, those three guys are going to get to see their cars run that they purchased. And then if you are interested, I'm going to show them one more time just to show it off, because I've got 4 more chassis that I'm selling. So this is what I'd call the standard chassis with the Viper rear end and stuff. And then I'm also offering the next set of 8. Or if you just want to buy the rims extra, let me know if you want to do your own chassis, because I've got extra rims I bought from Steve. But I bought some Steve's custom aluminum rims, and I built the cars just like I built those, but they have his custom rims on it. And so if anybody's interested in one of these, you just let me know, and you'll get to see at least one of them, because I'm going to show what they run like with Steve's rims on them versus the Viper and Wizard combo that I have here. They both have the same motor magnets. They both have a factory arm. They both have the silver package. The only difference is the rims, and you can get these awesome looking rims for only $5 more if you have a chassis built. So it's a great deal. And like I said, I saved my stuff to the very end. If you do buy a chassis, you get a complete parts list. And just like I mentioned, I just round up to the nearest dollar, so you can see there exactly what the parts cost if you went to the website and did it. And you can see that the parts cost $47.60. And after I rounded up, it cost $51. Okay, Monty, we can do that. One snooze wheel. Okay, Matt, I can do that. So I need to write this down. So Monty wants some rims, and Matt wants a car. So Matt, you're going to get to see your car running on Monday. Tune in Monday night. I've already got 4 of them built. So if 4 people want one. Oh, you want one with Steve's rims? Okay, well, I'll just do that, but that way then, Monty. We'll just do 2 cars that way, Steve's. So we got 2 of them. So I got 2 more for this week. If you're interested, if you're not interested tonight. Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to put you in a package. So it'll look just like this right here. And then we'll test it. I'll just show you what it'll look like right now. If I can put the body in the clip right. So that's how it's going to be tested on Monday night. I mean, I know those rims really don't go with that car, but that helped it out pretty cool. So, like I said, I'll have 2 more of those. So, if anybody's interested, tune in Monday night. And if you see it run and you want to buy it, let me know. Or if you want me to build one this way, I can do it this way. But it's only $5 more to get his custom aluminum rims on there. And honestly, the way to go would be to buy this way like this for racing and this way like this for just looking good if you wanted to. But you can race it like this too, because I'm going to show you they handle with these rims on there too, just as good as this. I don't know how the tires are going to work because these are firmer tire than these, but we'll find out. You'll find out live. So all good stuff for Monday night. That'll be 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm going to run 3 of the chassis. Adam, James, and Danny. They purchased one of these, and then I'm going to run Monte's and Matt's Steve aluminum rims ones. And then if anybody else buys, like I said, I got 2 more. If anybody else wants one, then I'll run their chassis live that night. And then I also mentioned that I'm going to run Mark's Slot Car Garage. He gave me a Rooster Racing Super 7 chassis with a Lexan body. And I told him I would run that. And to anybody that the two guys that bought Rob Rodriguez and Bruce Fred, I'm going to run my version of your car so you can see how well it runs compared to a stock Super 7. And since we're running Mark's car, we'll be able to see how that runs with a factory arm compared to a Super 7 chassis. So we're not going to run these 2 cars, but they have the same magnet motor and assembly as this one. So it's going to be a cool night of testing. If you want to see some cars ripped around the track, I'll have it set up for 2 cameras. So you'll see one on the track and one on the lap timer. So if you don't want to try to keep up with the blur on the track, you can watch the times come down. But it'll be a good time. I'll answer questions, do like that. This is an educational channel, but I had a great night. I hope you guys had a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Get out there, light some sparks and melt some plastic. Have some fun on your slot car track. That's what this hobby's all about. Guys, thank you again for a great evening. See you on Monday night. Take care.